Following the mass murders in El Paso, Texas and Dayton, Ohio, President Trump suggested that sick minds are to blame. But a recent report on mental illness published by the National Council for Behavioral Health says that while there is a modest link between mental illness and violence, there is no basis for the public's generalized fear of people with mental illness. News Channel 34's Morgan Wright has more from Washington.
Following the mass shootings in both Texas and Ohio, President Trump placed the blame for the crimes on mental illness.
The sick mind pulls the trigger. We don't want people that are mentally ill, people that are sick. We don't want them having guns.
Amy Swearer with the Heritage Foundation agrees that mental illness may be a factor, but says it's not that simple.
I don't think it's fair to categorize them all the same way.
Swearer says while there may be a link to mass shootings, the stronger connection is between untreated mental illness and suicide.
There is a sense in which we have to look at the reality of how specifically untreated serious mental illness plays a role in this.
And a report recently published by the National Council for Behavioral Health found that mental illness plays an important but limited role in mass violence, while also stressing that simplistic conclusions ignore the fact that mass violence is caused by many social and psychological factors. And the American Psychological Association warned that routinely blaming mass shootings on mental illness is unfounded and stigmatizing. Sharnia Krishnaswamy with Amnesty International agrees.
Individuals with mental health issues are so much more often the victims of these types of actions of gun violence rather than their perpetrators.
But for now, the president has signaled his response to the mass shootings will focus on mental health concerns by supporting measures like red flag laws that could take guns out of the hands of people who are considered a danger to others or themselves. In Washington, Morgan Wright.